A small village lay at the foot of a great mountain where a young man named Smith lived. He was known for his dreams but also for his complaints. "Life is unfair," he often said. "Why must I struggle so much while others have it easy?" Smith worked at a blacksmith shop, carrying heavy loads of metal every day. His arms ached, his clothes were torn, and his earnings were barely enough. He envied the rich merchant's son, who rode a fine horse and never had to lift a finger. One evening, exhausted from work, Smith sat outside, staring at the mountain. An old man, with a beard as white as snow, sat beside him. "Why do you look so troubled, son?" he asked. Smith sighed. "I work hard every day, yet life remains difficult. Others seem to have everything without struggle." The old man smiled. "Let me tell you a story," he said. "There were two trees that grew side by side. One stood in the open field, with soft soil and plenty of rain. The other stood on a rocky cliff, where the wind was fierce and the soil was dry. The tree in the field grew fast, its branches wide and full of leaves. The tree on the cliff struggled. Its roots had to push deep between rocks, fighting for every drop of water. One day, a great storm came. The winds howled, the sky roared, and the rain poured heavily. The tree in the open field, though tall and beautiful, was easily uprooted. But the tree on the cliff, though smaller and worn, stood strong. Its deep roots had made it unshakable. The old man turned to Smith. "Struggles are like the storm. They are hard, but they make you stronger, just like the tree on the cliff." That night, Smith couldn't sleep. He realized that every hardship was shaping him. The heavy loads made his body strong. The long hours taught him patience. The struggles he hated were secretly preparing him for something greater. The next day, he returned to work with a new mindset. He no longer envied the rich, but focused on improving himself. He learned the craft of blacksmithing, worked harder, and saved money. Years passed, and he opened his own shop, creating the finest swords in the kingdom. One day, a storm hit the village. The merchant's house collapsed, and his son, who never faced hardship, panicked, unable to rebuild. But Smith, now wise and strong, helped the village recover. As he stood by the mountain once more, he smiled. He had once cursed his struggles, but now he was grateful. They had not broken him, they had made him unshakable. The struggles you face today are building the strength you need for tomorrow.